Welcome to the show, the Pastor Mike's Son podcast show. And I have a special guest, one of my good friends from long back from the days when he was popping his collar in the clubs. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. No, but before we get started, I want to remind everybody, please subscribe to the page, the Pastor Mike's Son podcast channel, not page, I mean channel, YouTube channel. Please share and like, because we want to make sure we get to everybody, because this is about men's mental health. All right. So without further ado, I want to introduce my good friend. It's a character, but he has a great story. This story is going to inspire someone, and we are going to just talk, have a conversation, and talk like we homeboys and like we just in the crib just chilling. All right. Yeah. So without further ado, my man RJ. What's up, boss man? How you doing today?
Doing good, man. Doing good.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, doing good, man.
You know what's hard out here?
I knew you know he's going to.
When he's trying to get this money for the ring.
Little phone setup. All right, so RJ, tell the people where you're from and who you are, and then we'll go from there.
Okay. Real name is Ronald James Durden Jr.
Oh, James. I didn't know that. James.
Yeah,
Okay, James.
James.
Okay.
But everybody calls me RJ. My hometown is I'm born and raised in Asbury Park, New Jersey.
Shout out to Asbury Park.
Yep. But I moved down south when I was about 13, 14 to a small town called Gretna, Virginia. Yep. And then year 2000, I moved here.
Okay.
To Owens Mills, Maryland.
Okay. All right.
Baltimore.
Okay. So how do you like Baltimore? Wait, time out.
Yeah,
Owens Mills is not Baltimore.
Yeah. Not Baltimore.
So
especially when I moved there. Yeah, it was totally different. Totally different.
Oh, let me take this off. All right, let's go. Give me a second.
Yeah.
Let me take this off. All right. So first question up for you.
Yes, sir.
Now, you're being open about your struggle with sobriety, right?
Yes.
So tell us what a normal day.
Well, first, let me know. I've been sober for about 5 years now.
Okay, sober 5 years. All right,
Yeah,
let's give it
5 years.
All right, let's get a cheer for that one. Let's get it. There we go. Sober for 5 years.
Alcohol. I ain't do.
Yeah, we talking about alcohol.
Yeah.
We talking about alcohol. All right, so what did a normal week look like to you before the alcohol issues?
Like I told you last time. I want to say it like that, but I started early. So a normal kid's life was a normal kid's life. So, well, I did live in the hood, stuff like that. So, it's just regular playing and stuff as a youngster, mother yelling your name and stuff like that for you to come on in. And if you don't hear, somebody in the hood will walk past, like, "Hey, man, your mother calling you."
Yeah, man, I remember days.
Yeah, you better get over there, man. Your mother calling you and stuff like that. Yeah, regular childhood. Like I said, I started young now. I started drinking around like 14, 15.
14, 15. Okay.
Yeah.
Where did you, were you a product of your environment at 14 and 15, or just something that you were just curious about?
Mostly I was, like I said, I moved from Jersey to Virginia around, I was about 14, 15. So down south, my uncles and my cousins and them, they were drinkers, my uncle's friends and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So me try to fit in, be the cool guy, shoot dice and stuff like that, be the cool guy. I started drinking beers and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah.
All right. So now,
sneaking they bootleg and stuff like that.
So when did you recognize? So you said you started when you 14, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then when did it really start picking up? Like, 'cause I know you were just experimenting at 14, right?
Yeah. I say about it started picking up about at least about like a year or so after that. 2 years later, Well, my uncles and my cousins would joke about me because I would pull up and they be like, "Oh Lord, here comes the beer bum. Here comes the beer bum." What you talking about?
Beer bum.
And yeah, they were like, every time you come down here, the first thing you say out of your mouth is, "Where the beer at?"
Wow.
So like that.
Wow.
So I do. So like I do, in which I really did.
Wow.
In which I really did. But yeah, just young and stuff. Being in high school, we used to try to get people to, get us beer and stuff like that out the store. Just stuff like that until it got to the point where I would start to get facial hair and stuff. I didn't care. I go in there and do it myself at a young age, like 16, 17. We was about to graduate.
Nice.
It's just yeah.
So that's when it started becoming an everyday thing for you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, if your closest friend back in Asbury Park, to point out the first red flag, what would they say they noticed that you denied?
Well, are you saying in Jersey?
Yeah.
I was in Virginia then.
Virginia, I'm sorry. Virginia.
Oh, my friends were doing it. I was with my friends drinking. So,
so you didn't have a buddy like, bro, you need to chill.
Yeah, I didn't have.
So everybody, okay.
Yeah, I really didn't have nobody like
Oh,
that
man.
or whatever.
So you was in it.
Yeah, I was basically in it. I mean, I still graduated and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah, but yeah, like yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I got married young and stuff like that. So I still would drink and stuff like that. But I still was making sure that, what I'm saying, I would make sure my kids, my kids never straight.
Yeah. So you got married when you was young, right?
Yeah, I got married when I was 23 and 20.
23. So at that point in your life,
But we've been with each other since I was 16. It was like 4.
Oh, high school sweethearts.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
So tell me how that was, and now that you're married, and you have your spouse is with you, and your kids at the time, how did it affect your home?
Well, it affected it to the point where I was there, but I wasn't there. Then physically, I'm there, I'm working and stuff like that. At first, I would still go to activities and stuff like that, but then it started getting a little bit worse as it started progressing to the point where I worked evening shift from like 1 to like 10:30 and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So when I get home, I just want to drink a beer or whatever. And go to sleep. They go do what they do in the morning, do whatever. By the time they make it home, I'm gone. So you don't even see me until like the weekend. Then it got to the point on the weekend, I didn't want to do anything because it's my days off.
Right. So that affected the home life.
Yeah, it did the home life.
Well, and affecting your home life, did you ever think like, because alcoholism, that's a disease, and you don't think it's a problem while you're in it.
Yeah, I didn't.
You thought you just because you said you was a workaholic, so you worked and you came home.
Yeah.
So when your spouse would, try to talk to you about it, did you receive it at all, or would you just see like
I had it in stubborn? If anybody knows me, you would know. And I'm hard headed and I'm real stuff. So yeah, it's going to have to be me. It was going to have to be me to make the change. And I tried to do it. I've done it for my wife. I went sober one time for about 8-9 months. It was Lord.
It was treacherous, huh?
Yeah, it was treacherous. It was depressing because I wasn't doing it for me. You get what I'm saying? So I wasn't doing it for me. I'm doing it for her. So her friends would come into our home and everything, and I had a man cave and stuff.
Right.
And I'd just be slumped, looking at TV and stuff, all depressed. Well, RJ, usually he lively and stuff like that. I said, oh, he downstairs. He come creeping downstairs. He look, you all right? Yeah, what's wrong with him? He's so.
That's crazy. But that's real. So you were more. So while you were you felt terrible sober, but you felt better and incapacitated, and as far as being drunk.
Yeah, well, you know how that goes. Well, it's why they call it spirits.
Right.
And live
Right.
the spirits is stuff like that.
Right. Right.
But
So,
your mind will play tricks on you.
Mm.
Your mind will really play tricks.
So tell me, what kind of physical effects did that put on your body while you was going through that?
Yeah, so I had bad nerves for one. Like my nerves real bad. Like I would have shakes. Anybody that's a drinker that would know about shakes and stuff like that. And I told you it was certain stuff like I was afraid of heights.
Yeah.
Like I was real big scared of heights. Unless I was secured in, like on rides and stuff like that. Like Six Flags, you being on a ride and stuff like that. If I'm secure, I'm straight. But if you put me on a roof or something like that, when I'm free, you gotta tranquilize me or something.
Wow.
Yeah, you got to get me off of there.
That's crazy.
Cause I ain't moving.
And then that in turn puts you into a deep depression.
As in when I stopped? Or,
No, while you were going through it.
Yeah, I mean, I was restricted. I was restricted on certain things with my anxiety. Like, let's just say I didn't want to do anything if it didn't involve drinking.
Gotcha. Oh, okay.
I felt more
Gotcha.
now it got to the point where I felt more comfortable drinking and stuff like that. I'd rather just do stuff that only went out or something like that.
Right. Right.
Yeah. Then it got to the point where I became a function where if we doing something, I'll sneak to the car, but I'll be right back. I'll go sneak to the car, drink a beer, something like that, come back in, act like nothing wrong and stuff like that.
Wow. Wow.
So basically the whole time I'll be chilling with y'all or something like that.
You would
Like
never
you said, you never really,
I never noticed
it,
it.
but I would sneak. I would sneak and go to the car or whatever, take a swig or something like that to make sure that I'm straight. Yeah.
So because if you didn't take that swig, you'll be a mess. You have
I'll be I'd say I wouldn't be. I'll be more irritated.
Right.
By certain stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
So how did that affect your employment? Like, did it get to the point where it affected your employment as well too?
I still was working. I still was working and stuff, but I would ignore people and stuff like that because in my mind I probably still smell like alcohol or beer or something like that. And it's been a few times, like I told you before, I tried to switch from drinking beer to just drinking wine. It's probably be more healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that didn't work because I was drinking like boxes set of home that you open up. I was drinking that thing like Kool-Aid, trying to get the feeling that I would get when I drunk Bud Ice. That was my beer choice. Trying to get the feeling and stuff like that. Then that goes through your pores like crap.
So they could. So you could just
about Monday. Yeah, like I said, we had guard mount and stuff like that. So we all lined up together, getting today's information. My buddies and stuff. Hand me like some gum or something like that. Be like, "God, you smell like a liquor, bro." Yeah, they were drinking that wine, so I had to stop that and stuff like that. And one time I was drinking non-alcoholic beers, but that's expensive.
Oh, it's more expensive than regular beers?
Yeah.
Well, tell us. Okay, so it affected your home life. It somewhat affected your work life. Tell us about the accident, which was a turning point for you.
Well, it was a whole bunch of stuff. It was a whole bunch of steps that God was telling me. You need to chill and stuff like that. So I think basically the first one is that I lost my wife.
Oh yeah,
I got divorced.
Yeah.
I lost my wife after 13 years of marriage. Wait, all right, I lost my wife. I lost my job because of a DUI of 13 years, being an armed security, or having a weapon and stuff like that. And that's because I had to plead guilty because they took so long to do my court case or whatever. So that happened. Coming from around the corner here at City View, whatever. I messed around and got in an accident. So I had a convertible Mustang, but that's the yeah. On the last segment, I told the whole story, stuff like that. But yeah, so I lost my car. I had to get another car. And after I lost my car, my father was going to do something with his wife. He was staying with my sister, but he came from Jersey to come down to live with me since he thought I needed a car or whatever, but I had full coverage. I had to rent a car and stuff. But he was like, man, just in case you need my car or whatever, I'll come down.
Yeah.
So he ended up staying with me. So when I was younger, my father went to jail when I was about like 5 or 6. So he wasn't around for a long time. So we wasn't really that close. We got close. I figure about like when I almost got married.
Yeah.
About 20,
Yeah.
23, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So he lived here with me for at least about like a year and a half, almost 2 years. We got real close. As I said, we was like this. We was going out and stuff like that. Yeah, going to clubs, stuff. Me and my father. And everybody at my job. You like you like party?
Y'all was like homies.
Partying? Yeah. You like partying with your father?
Yeah.
Like, and stuff, but yeah, but he had cirrhosis of the liver and stuff. So when I would come home, he usually in the living room watching TV and stuff. So like a whole week, I noticed he wasn't in the living room. He would just be in the my guest room and sleep. Then I got off at like 10:30, so I kind of didn't think nothing of it.
Right.
I'm like, okay, I got the TV to myself and everything. So one day he just came out of there and he was like, it just started spitting up just blood everywhere and stuff. So I had to rush him. To the Northwest Hospital and stuff. About a week later, he died.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
But like I said, I felt this last heartbeat because he was Jehovah's Witness. My father was Jehovah's Witness. So my father was Jehovah's Witness, so it was no resuscitate. So they don't like blood transfusions and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah, so I had to call my family. My family came in and stuff like that. They said we about to, let him go. And so I went to his ear, felt his heart and everything like that, and said, just let go of that. Right when I said that, yeah.
And I know that put you even in a deeper depression after going through that.
Yeah.
And then, because not too long after that, we'll talk about
Then my mother passed, like about a year later. Yeah, so she had cancer. She had cancer too. She didn't want to go through the chemo and stuff like that. She didn't want to suffer. But my mother is strong, so she was like, I don't want to do that. You don't want to lose your mother.
Right.
She's like, come on,
Of course.
you're not gonna, not gonna do it for us.
Right.
No, I'm not suffering. And I didn't tell you the story last time. So I'm dealing with that, knowing that she's done. But at least I this time I know that she's passed, stuff like that. Had a nurse, my sister and my middle sister Wanda. She was down there taking care of her on the last days and stuff like that. So I was driving down there just to check on her and stuff like that. So my sister calls me while I'm halfway there, going, this is Gretna, Virginia, going out the business. So she called me. It was like, how far are you? And stuff. So I'm like, I'll be there in about 30 minutes, an hour, something like that. So she's like, okay. So I get there. So, I walk in. So, I go in my mother's bedroom. So I'm like, hey, Ma, you okay? Stuff like that. So I kiss her, but she's cold. Yeah. Yeah, so she's cold. So I'm like, she real cold. What's going on? They didn't know how to tell me. Because I'm the baby. I'm the big
Wow.
news warrior. The whole and
Wow.
emotions. Yeah. So
Wow.
yeah. So they wanted to make sure I drove down there safe.
Man.
So I had to sit there to watch them take her out and everything.
Oh man. So I can't even imagine. Like what did that do to your mental state? Like after going through that.
I want to say I became numb. I just basically became numb to everything. It's certain people would know how that feeling is. Because you've been hurt so much that you become kind of numb.
Yeah, you can't even cry anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't even cry anymore. Yes. Yeah. I mean, when she passed, I broke down, but after that, I couldn't cry anymore.
So
And until this day, it's kind of hard for me to cry.
Wow. So and everybody grieves in their own way. How do you
But I still work because I'm independent now. So I'm by myself.
Yeah.
I've been on survival mode for a while, for a long time. I've been on survival mode and stuff because I never lived alone.
Yeah.
So as soon as I graduated or whatever, and my ex-wife, she moved here. That's why I'm here. She moved from Gretna to here and stuff to go to school at BCCC and stuff like that, staying with a cousin and stuff like that. So I got mad because she was taking my son. My son was only like 2 years old at the time.
Yeah.
So I got mad and went back to Jersey for a while. So I went to Jersey and I was hanging with my friends and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I went to that stupid stuff. She told me, you might as well come. It's more opportunity here.
Yeah.
So you might as well come here. I'll ask my cousin, can you stay, whatever.
Yeah.
So I've been here ever since the year 2000.
So with you dealing with that and being numb, what shoulder did you have to lean on going through that?
On Liberty, not Liberty. On Liberty, all the way up Liberty Road and stuff like that. But I don't have any family here. Ever since, yeah. So like I said, my family lives in Jersey and Virginia. And stuff like that. I'm here alone. Yeah. So I had to deal with all of this
alone. Man.
Yeah.
Man. Now, do you feel now that you've gone through that situation that you should have, or someone should have reached out to you, or you should have reached out to someone and say, I'm not okay, I need help?
Yeah, because like you didn't see me for a while.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
No, nobody.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and I was.
Yeah, I thought you was back in Jersey.
Yeah, a lot of people did. Yeah, when I stopped drinking, people at the liquor store thought I was gone. Yeah, but a lot of people ain't seen me for a while. Yeah, stuff. Like I said, but I think my last straw is when I got like I told you last time, this was my second DUI. I had a DUI when I was younger before. So I messed around and got my second DUI. So, I lost my good paying job and stuff like that. I got locked up for DUI and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then like my daughter, no, my friends Teresa and Lamont, they came and got me. But then I had to go get my car. My daughter took me to get my car and stuff like that. My last, I think I had some beers already still left. I said I'm finishing these beers, and that's it. And soon after that, as soon as I said that was it, COVID happened. The shutdown happened. I know you was going to ask me a question about that. Yeah, so shutdown happened. So basically, that was my time. That was my time to go through what I had to go through, my withdrawals, whatever I had to go through.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. And I'm secluded from everybody and stuff like that. So I just fought through it.
Wow. And so let me ask you this. So what would you say your mental health is? How's your mental health right now?
My mental health is excellent right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sometimes I gotta, it's certain things like you gotta battle it with yourself a little bit.
Yeah.
Just you versus you.
Yeah.
Basically like
Yep.
that.
Mhm.
Yeah. Like you want to get up and gotta do this and do that, but that's just normal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really just normal
Mhm.
and stuff like that. But yeah, mentally I'm positive. I've been real positive and at peace.
That's good. That's good.
With a lot of
That's good.
stuff. Like I had a lot of animosity and stuff like that with certain things, like losing my wife. And, I was.
That is a lot. That is a lot to lose, and then to still remain positive, have a positive mental health. I mean, mental state of mind. Man,
Yeah,
that's tough. That's tough, man. So
Yeah.
I applaud you for that, brother.
Yeah.
I applaud you, man, because not a lot of people can do that.
Yeah, you have to love yourself.
Yeah.
Basically, you have to love yourself
Mhm.
enough to, not think about like suicide, stuff like that. Not once I thought about, because I've been through stuff. Like I told you the joke before that somebody stole my bike. That's when I started drinking and stuff like that. But yeah, I've been through, like I said, my father went to jail when I was younger. Said so at an early age, like most black children and stuff like that, when the parents is not in the house and stuff like that, you go through a whole bunch of stuff while you're young. That kind of make you tougher. Like I said, my parents, when I was young, was Jehovah's Witness. You think I didn't want any Christmas gifts?
All right. Oh, so I forgot you ain't getting nothing. Whew.
Nah. And I used to live in the back house, and my buddy lived in the front house, so I could see their Christmas tree every night. So I used to walk front because I know I wasn't getting that. Then I used to get teased, and they used to have, multiple cars and stuff like that. When my father got out of jail, one time I asked for remote control cars and stuff. My father was cheap. Instead of getting the Tycos, I had the cars with the wire that you got to walk behind and stuff like that. So my buddies used to tease me. Like, look, he got to walk with his car.
So let me ask you this, because, as our parents had us, they were doing their best because they were learning at the time too, how to be a parent. What is something that you've unlearned as an adult from your childhood?
Say that again?
Yeah, what's something that you've unlearned that you say, when I get older, I'm not going to do this when I get older. Some things that you know when you're young. Yeah. So it's something that you unlearned as you got older. You say, you know what? I'm not going to do this, and I'm not going to do this with my children.
Yeah. Like I said, when I was young, I had a lot of animosity against my father. A lot of times when he did get out of jail, he would say he would come to regular stuff that, like my father would say he come to get me and stuff, and I'd be sitting there waiting on the porch all night.
Yeah.
He didn't come
Mm.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That, matter of fact, that episode of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air,
Well, Will Smith
Why My Father Don't Love Me.
Yeah.
That
was you in that scene.
Yeah.
Man.
A lot of that was me at a younger So the question, I get to that to say that when I had my son, I vowed that I will always be in the play.
Yeah.
I'm not going to abandon.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So that So basically,
that's good, man. That's good. Because like I said, our parents did their best. You're doing your best as a parent, and so of course, as parents, you want your kids to be better than you. So absolutely. All right, so you're at the part of your life where your mental state is good. Tell us how you finally like the process you went through is saying, I'm not drinking anymore. I'm not gonna let this be a stronghold on me, and I'm gonna change my life around.
I thought I explained that.
No. So because I know you said that you went cold turkey.
Yeah.
Right. So explain how you how you did that. Because not everybody can do that. Go cold turkey.
Yeah, everybody can do that. So basically, since like I said that was it. I said that was it. I'm not, after this, it was like March 16, 17, 18.
Mm-hmm.
I think close to the shutdown. I think the
Mhm.
shutdown was on like that Tuesday. I got my DUI that Saturday, came home. I jumped my last beer that Saturday. But then the shutdown happened.
Mm.
So the shutdown happened. So I put it in my mind that everything is closed. Everything is, even liquor stores. Yeah, stuff. I stopped, so once I was stopping, I knew I had to, stay there, distance myself and everything. I was going nowhere. And at that time, I couldn't work. I couldn't work because I was waiting on my court date and everything. So I was on administrative leave until I had my court date because I had a weapon and stuff like that. I can't work because I was armed. I was waiting on that. I had to take out my pension to make it and everything because I couldn't get unemployment because I was on administrative leave.
All right.
Yeah, so basically that. So I know I'm real survival mode. So I put my I can't drink anyway. I can't spend the money to drink or anything anyway.
All right.
So this is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I can't, liquor stores closed, so there ain't no way I can be able to get anything. This is perfect. I already set this in my mind. Now you just got to go through it. Yes. Yeah. How long did the shutdown?
Shutdown was almost a year and a half on it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
yeah. So especially on me.
And so why when you did cold turkeys, you didn't have any?
Yeah. I said I live alone in there. I mean, you got to go to the grocery store
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So I was, had to wear a mask when I went to the grocery store and stuff like that. So yeah, I wouldn't do nothing, run to the grocery store, come back and stuff like that, and watch TV, lay up, stuff like that. Walking around the living room, pacing back and forth. Yeah, but like I had like some withdrawals a little bit, like I said, shakes or something like that. And then, your mind, it's like now it's like, okay, which spirit?
Yeah, because your body's so used to it.
Used to it. And your mind is so used to it. It's a habit. It was a habit. So just going through that, I figure about 2 months in. About 2 months in, I was like, man, I got this. Like, I got this now. Then you start thinking, okay, so when you go back into the world, if people drinking and everything around you,
All right.
is you going to be okay and stuff like that. That's where my stubbornness, yeah, and my strong mind kicks in. So, yeah, so people can drink, they could do anything around me.
I was about to ask you. So if you go to the to the bar,
I've been out here for a minute now. Yeah.
Now let me ask you: do you still get urges?
No.
Not. Oh, okay.
No, it's already. It's already in there. It's in the middle. It's in the middle. It's not in your frontal lobe where your pleasure center is.
Okay.
Yeah, that's behind.
All right. So we're gonna pivot real quick. We're gonna do a quick, rapid, quick fire questions real quick and see where you at, because a lot of people have their thoughts on these type of questions. So I want to see what's your thoughts on these questions. All right. So talk about NBA. Who's the GOAT? Okay. Sugar and grits or spaghetti? Sugar or no sugar?
No. Man,
See,
I'm from
my
Jersey.
man, no sugar.
I was raised around Italian.
Best rapper of all time.
Me, Jay-Z.
Jay-Z? Interesting. Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh, that was it.
Thought that was fast.
That's the end of rapid fire.
What about the grits?
Did you put sugar in the grits? So let's talk about your things you're doing now, your business.
Okay. Yeah, I have a little side little gig, whatever, little business. Had business right now that is prospering and stuff. I just started it in June. I just started in June and stuff like that. And if you want any hats or anything, you can go to my Facebook. That's Ronald Durden, aka RJ. And on Instagram, it's Durden, Durden RJ78 on. And usually I don't really, I need to, but put some stuff on TikTok. But usually I have my hats or stuff like that. You can contact me. They're cheap. I can mail to you. So if you out of town or something like that, I'll post up the hats or whatever. You can pick out which one you want. Message me and stuff like that. I'll tell you what size it is, or if it's adjustable and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And I got a melon label printer.
Okay.
So you just give me your name and address and everything. I just put it in. It just prints out. I already got the material to package stuff up and ship it to you next day.
Okay.
No problem.
What's the name of your business?
Jay's Hats.
Simple. You don't get no better than that.
Don't get no better than that. RJ Hats.
All right. So, what does RJ do for fun? What's fun for RJ?
Oh, I'm a simple man. So, like I said, I like bowling. What else? Let's see, bowling. I like top golf.
Mhm.
Everything got something a little bit sporty and stuff like that. Since I stopped drinking, I don't really go out too much and stuff like that. So, yeah, because just sitting there drinking water and ginger ale and stuff like that and everything. When you get older, it's not my thing. When I was younger, I just love to go out and stuff like that. But but pretty much for fun, I just work a lot. So I ain't doing too much.
Okay. So let me ask you this question. If there's one thing you could change in the past in your life, or don't change because it made who you are, what would that be?
Like I said before, like last week, it would be that I did more with my kids because of my drinking and stuff like that. I never took them camping, fishing, anything like that. I would go to because they did a lot of activity, so I would go there. But like I said, was the times good halftime. I run to the car and come back or whatever, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So like I said, I was there, but I wasn't there. So a lot of it I regret not doing a lot with them. And what I'm glad I didn't change is being me. It's being me, knowing knowledge of self.
Yeah. Man, that's good. That's good.
That's what put me through.
Yeah.
Knowledge of self.
So what is the message you would give to someone that went through what you went through as far as sobriety and alcoholism? And what advice would you give someone that went through that situation? That's gone through that situation?
That's going through it? Okay. If you definitely want to quit, one, you have to do it for yourself. Okay. And what I said, you have to learn how to say no. And if you have to learn to let certain people go, because certain people they want that they want that drinking you. They want that drinking you because they're doing it and stuff like that. You have to either have that real deep conversation with them, be real serious with them, and tell them, look, man, this is what I'm about to do and stuff like that. Because if they, like you said, if they're a good friend,
they'll
understand.
Yep.
They'll understand. But it's going to be times. There's going to be times that people is going to try you and stuff like that, where you have to be serious with them and to say no and say no. You have to be disciplined. You really have to be disciplined. I've been disciplined for a real long time. Yeah. Now that's one thing my father did do with me. He taught me karate. My father was
overall, I know you was karate.
Real young. Don't ask me to do it. Don't ask me to do no damn roundhouse kick now. Before that hell. I used to flip.
Okay.
Yeah, I was in gymnastics. You didn't know that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I used to do backflips there.
All right. So thank you for being on the show today. I appreciate you being transparent.
Yes.
I thank you for sharing your story, because I know this is going to bless somebody. I know that somebody's going to see this and be like, you know what? I'm not by myself.
Yeah, you're not by yourself. And like I said, I did it cold turkey, people.
Mhm.
So yeah, if you really want it, you have to really, you're gonna have to go through it.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to go through it, but at the end, you'll be more focused, and your life will change. You won't have hangovers anymore and stuff like that. So I can get up no problem, no matter, because you know how you are
Yeah.
after you finish drinking and stuff,
Right.
like,
You know
my
you are.
God, this your mind is clear. I want to let me also add that after COVID happened, I went back to my old job. So before, I was an armed security officer, stuff like that, right?
Mhm.
And I did a lot of overtime with that they was worried. So they was like, yo, is this dude all right? Yeah, this one was here all the time living and stuff like that. Why the hell is he always happy? Right? Bailey was happy because we're coming off of COVID and I ain't seen nobody in years. So
How you doing, brother? Good to see another human being.
I'm giving strangers hugs. I'm talking to people out the door. Like,
Oh, man.
yeah. But when I was drinking, you definitely couldn't get that out of me. I would ignore people that I know. What's up, RJ? What's up? What's wrong with him?
That's crazy. So we're going to wrap up the show now. But before you wrap up, just want to say one thing. Biggie was the best to ever do it. And don't ever forget it. Don't ever forget that in your life.
He number two. I just like Jay-Z swag a little bit more, and I can relate a little bit.
Yeah. All right. So before we wrap, we say this one thing at every show. We say one mic, different views, one voice. All right. Peace. We see you guys later.